Hi friends, it's me, Miss Carrie. I am in the back of our studio today filming, so if you guys hear some noise, there's some kids out front. But yeah, today I'm going to be showing you our next project. We're going to be making pizza. So I'm going to bring the camera down, and then you guys can follow along. Clear off my area. So inside your kits, you're going to be getting a triangle shape. There will be a trough of toppings, and you can talk about these toppings with your students. I put the buttons in to represent like pepperoni, there could be olives, pineapple if it's yellow. It's kind of up to you to help them, or up to them to figure out what they want to put on their pizza. There's some black pom-poms that could be meatballs or olives. The green could be spinach or basil. There's some golden in here. It could be some roasted cheese. And then we have some shredded cheese here too. So that'll be some of your toppings to pass out to your class. You're also gonna get a package of Model Magic. Each student will get half of it. So you're gonna have to cut these in half for them, and I'll show you how to do that. You're gonna get some of this red finger paint. It's super washable. So in each kit, I put some wipes so you guys can just keep your students seated and wipe up your hands. You're gonna get some brown paint. And then at the end, I'll show you how to glaze it with the Mod Podge. So the first thing you're going to do, oh, you also have some glue. So the first thing you're going to do is you're gonna write your student's name on the back side of their pizza, and then you can put their triangle down. So they can count the sides, they can count the corners. You guys can practice maybe spelling out the word triangle. And then you're gonna go around and you're gonna give a nice squeeze of glue all over the triangle for each student. Once that's done, they're going to get half of a package of Model Magic. So I just cut that right in half. You wanna let them try and get it out by themselves so they can rip it open, pinch it out, pull it out. Once they get it out, they can start playing with it. And then what they're gonna do is they're gonna build up their crust area at the edge here, like the edge crust, and then their base. So I would have them pinch off kind of a smaller piece. And then they're gonna roll it into a snake. And this is gonna become my crust area here at the top. I'm gonna just pull some glue up and press that down. And then the rest, I'm gonna fill in with my rest of my Model Magic. So I'm just pressing it down. Their fingers are gonna get sticky and gluey, and that's okay. That's why I'm sending you with some wipes, so they can all stay seated and wipe up their hands. And just press it down. Keep filling in your whole triangle. Pizza is one of my favorite foods. So you guys can also talk about that when they're filling it in. Like, what do they like on their pizza? Some friends just like cheese, but this is an imaginary pizza, so they can really push their imagination and think about different toppings. It does not have to be a realistic topping. It could be a made-up topping. Like maybe they like gummy bears on their pizza or unicorns. Let them use their imagination and really push the idea of what they're going to be putting on their pizza. So if you saw, I had a little bit extra clay left over from that half of a pack. So I just added it to my crust. So now I have something that looks like this. Oops. It almost looks like a marshmallow pizza. I'm going to play with my crust a little bit, make it look a little crinkled and pinched. And now my fingers, they feel a little sticky. So you can go ahead and pass out some wipes for each of your students and just let them wipe up their hands. The next part is a little messy. So you are going to give your students a little drop of this red finger paint. It really doesn't take that much. Half of this is probably enough. And then using their fingers, they're gonna spread this red kind of sauce, right, all over the triangle part where their sauce would be, right? And it's okay if a little bit gets up here on the crust because we're gonna make that nice and brown. Just like that. So if you look at my pizza now, almost looks like a cherry pie. Again, with the same wipe from the glue, they can go ahead and wipe up their fingers. The next color you're gonna give them, and again, they're using their fingers, this is very tactile today, is some of that brown paint. So the brown paint, you're gonna give them just a few drops along the crust here. So we tried to keep that top part white. Now we're gonna kind of paint it in. Their fingers give us a nice brownish crust. Maybe I'll mix a little yellow into your guys's so it's a little bit more goldeny. So we have our brown crust and our red sauce. Now comes the fun part where you guys get to decorate your pizza. So you're gonna have them clean up their area. They can pick up that pizza pie, hold it in the sky, and wipe up their tables a little bit. Clean up their Model Magic package, get the paints out of the way. And then to put on their toppings, you're gonna want, whoopsies, you're gonna want to squeeze on some glue on their pizza. So I would just give them a few zigzags, just like that. And then you guys don't have to leave one trough per table. You can give a few pinches per student, but I'm going to start with, I'm gonna start with some cheese. I really had to think about it. I'll put a few sprinkles of cheese. This looks like vegan cheese because it hasn't melted yet. And then if you put the cheese on first, maybe make sure that they have enough glue. So you can ask them, like, if you can't see your glue, raise your hand. And then I'm gonna put some tomatoes. That's what these red buttons are gonna represent for me. I don't eat meat, so no meat on my pizza. And then maybe I'll put some of it, I'll put a black, like, little fuzzy bit for an olive. And then I'll put some green construction paper for basil or some spinach. And then to add a little bit of jazziness, I'm gonna kind of twist this golden paper and add that to my pizza. And it's okay if they don't stay flat, if they're coming off a bit. Push it down. Find a little spot with glue. If it's not sticking down, just have them be conscious of it and just add a little bit more glue to each slice. There we go. Maybe one more golden. I love the golden paper. I know this is the third project you guys are doing with golden paper. I just think it's a really nice way to add some shine to your projects. And that's it. I'm gonna put a little bit more glue here. Push that guy down there. Let's see what it looks like if I put some golden paper on the crust. Ooh, that looks pretty. Get some golden paper on your crust. And there you have it. And then you guys have a perfect little pizza pie. So I hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial, and I will see you next week. Thanks, bye.